how are you? Welcome to my channel. My name is Ruth and today I am doing an update for my Throwback 30 project pan. I'm nearly certain that's what it's called, and yes it is. This is a PANtastic ladies collab, and it was created by Jessica Lee to try and touch base on all the projects that PANtastic ladies come up with. There are so many. I've tried to join as many as I can. Sometimes that's just not possible. It's just not feasible. So Jessica created this as a way to kind of pay homage to those projects that maybe you didn't get a chance to take part in and would have liked to, etc. I think it's a lovely idea. So I'm doing this rolling style. I know the majority of people, all the prompts go in at the start. Personally, that would overwhelm me. I know some people like to know exactly what's in their project and you know what they're going to be dealing with down the line, shall we say, whereas I like to only have maybe 5 or 6, 10 max and focus in on those and then roll something else. Now with these as well, what I've decided to do is that if I haven't met all my goals, I can still roll in something new, because part of the fun is the rolling in of something new. It's kind of the fun of a prompt based project. So that's what I'll be doing today. So I will go through my products as I've had them in. I said this is a year long, yes, 28th of July until 28th of July 2022. So first product that I have in the project is the Decay project panning. So Vegemite for breakfast, lunch and tea, a product you could use every day and never get sick of. And what I have in this is the Becca under eye brightening, what do you call it, love? Under eye brightening concealer. The amount of times and yet still. My goal on this is to hit pan. I have not yet. Close though. The thing is, because of these talons that I have on at the moment, I can't really get in to the base of the product. I'm really low though. So the last kind of, I've left the nails on, I've had to go around the edges of it. So it's possible I could have hit pan if I hadn't decided to put the claws on, but I did, and this is where we're at. It's all good. I love this project. I'm happy to keep going on it. Next up is Panning Solitaire, progression style project pan. So this project you would have started with a single, then a duo, then a trio, etc. So obviously we're starting with a single, and that's the only one I'll obviously be doing because we're just using one prompt from each project. And what I have in is the Urban Decay Half Baked eyeshadow. This is it here. My goal with this is to hit pan as well, which is madness on my behalf. Know what I was thinking there. This is where we're at. Obviously I haven't hit pan yet. I do have a fairly big dip going in the middle of it there, if you can see. I tend to use, I have it on my inner lids today, I tend to use sponge tip applicator because I find it picks it up the best out of everything that I use, and I spray the sponge tip then once I have the product on it, and hope you can see the dip in it. Yeah, I just find it applies it better. I don't rate Urban Decay shadows. I've said it. I know some people adore them. Wonderful, delighted for you. They just don't do it for me. Maybe it's because my eyelids are older. Maybe it would be nicer on younger eyelids. I just find that particular formula emphasizes creepiness more so than others. It is what it is. Next up is 12 Pounds of Christmas, and I picked 7 swans swimming because I said swans are typically white and they're swimming in water. Ergo, we have the Becca Set and Refresh Powder Hydra Mist. So Hydra, water, mist, water in that too, and the powder itself is a whitey shade. Still trucking away with this. I only use it under my eyes. Still have a nice bit to go. I've no problem with that. I don't mind that at all. I absolutely love this powder for my under eyes. I don't find it to be too drying or anything like that. And yeah, just of all the under eye powders I've tried, this has been the best so far. So that one is staying in. They're all staying in. That's why I said at the start that I'm rolling one in, because I didn't make my goals. Next up is Winnie the Pooh. And you chose an item for a character, and I chose Piglet, and I chose this Milani blush. What are they called? Nude Kiss, Cheek Kiss. I don't know if it's called Cheek Kiss or Nude Kiss. Who knows? But there it is. It's gorgeous. I love it. I have a 10 usage goal on this. I have so far used it 5 times, and I do have it on today. It's quite a pigmented blush, but it blends out really nicely without blending away. So this is a really lovely, I have to say, cream blush. Really, really like that. So I have 5 more uses on that one. Last month I rolled in Fall for You, an autumn product that you love. So I rolled in the Beauty Bay Wilderness palette, and I just think this screams autumn to me. If you can see, look at those beautiful, beautiful shades. They're just divine. I did find these ones a bit of a struggle because they're a bit, well, this one I suppose really, and maybe this one, they're a bit more summery shades to me. They're kind of, you know, that kind of, I don't know, which is whether I use them. So I'm doing this a la No Pan Left Behind. So I want to touch each shade at least once. I have, the only ones I have left are Fossil, this shade here, and these 3 here, kind of reddish tones. I haven't braved, yeah, the red tones yet. But look at, we're coming into the Christmas season, so hopefully I'll get a bit more, like they are way out of my comfort zone. I don't think I've ever really worn red eyeshadow ever. So it'll be fun, it'll be fun. But lads, this palette, the hype is real with this one. Jeepers God, oh, just touching them is a joy. Yeah, look at those, like, can you see those? I mean, come on, people. But like the mattes are just as beautiful. Just as beautiful. Oh, look at you. Look at you. Look at you there looking all beautiful. Oh, I love this palette, lads, I have to say. Part of me is tempted to get more, but I'm trying to be good, number 1. And number 2, that took forever and a day to get to me. It only came from the UK. They could have sent a carrier pigeon and it would have got here faster. Don't get me started on Beauty Bay at the moment. But also, of all the colour stories, that one definitely speaks to me the most. There is one that has some purples in it, but I have plenty of purples in my collection. The greens and like, to be honest, this row here is my absolute favourite. It's just greens and oranges and, you know, even to here before the reds, that row and a half just, yum, love it. Love the dark greens, love the kind of aqua colours. And I dipped into the blues. What video was that? Can't remember. But, oh, Pan May Finale, I think, maybe. Yeah, I dipped into the blues and really, really enjoyed them, really loved them. So I am just thoroughly enjoying this palette. I do have some of it on today, some of the oranges, some of the greens. Yum, love it, love it, love it, love it. Delighted I put it into this project. Delighted I'm doing it in the No Pan Left Behind style, because I'm really getting to feel out all the shades in it as opposed to just laser focusing on one and not even looking at the others. So yeah, so I've only 4 shades left in that. And then lastly, rolling in. So for this month, because I didn't meet any goals, I still wanted to roll something in because I just enjoyed the fun of it. And plus that wilderness one will probably be done soon enough anyway. So I rolled, what did I get? I used my Tiny Decisions app. I don't know if I said that at the start. I used my Tiny Decisions app, put all the categories into it. Hit the button and off I go. So 50 Shades of Panning, and a product with a risque name. And I chose the Naked palette. Dun dun dun. So I have the Urban Decay Naked 2 palette. Now, I have a lot of pans in this. A lot. I say a lot. Not in compared to some. But for me, I have a lot of pans. I have 1, 2, 3. 3 whole pans in a palette. Well, probably has the most of any palette that I own. So, what I want to do with this. This is a palette I think that I'm going to try and put into different projects in the upcoming year. Starting with this one. And I'm going to go for the colour Verve, which is this silvery shade. See if I can get you a better angle. Because I have a significant dip. Yes, there, you can probably see it. I have a significant dip, and I think this is the time of year that I'd like a cool toned kind of shade. So I would like to hit pan on that shade. Let me see if I can get you a little swatchy-roo. That was a shade falling out. I won't worry about it. What shade is it? Tease. One of the few fucking mattes in it. Can you even see that now? Yeah, you can a little bit. It's quite a silvery kind of cool toned shade, without being silver, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'm putting that in, and I would like to hit pan on it. And I'd be delighted then that'd be another shade to hit pan on. This is, like I said, it's my oldest palette in my collection. My oldest makeup item. My oldest beauty item. Let's go all here. Oldest beauty item that I own. So I'd like to see it with more pan in it. And, you know, I'm reluctant to declutter it because, story time. My husband bought me this quite a number of years ago now. And I had lost my gra with makeup. Gra is love in Irish. I had lost my gra for makeup, and I just did the basics, you know, going to work, just throwing a bit of foundation, a bit of mascara, a bit of lip balm. That was it. You know, there was nothing else happening. And it was just work. Didn't enjoy it. And he bought me this palette for my birthday. And I went down the rabbit hole of YouTube, because I went on it to try and see, you know, how do I use this? What, you know, give me something to work off here, tutorials, etc. And down the rabbit hole of YouTube I went, and my love for YouTube grew from there. Unfortunately, so did my makeup collection, but you know, what about it? It's a bit of crack. It's my only hobby. I don't really have any other hobbies. I don't really drink. I don't smoke. I used to. I don't anymore. So you know what I mean? I don't have other things. I don't buy a lot of clothes because I'm a big woman and it's hard to get clothes for a bigger woman. You know, my back is fecked, so I can't wear pretty shoes. Makeup is where it's at for me. So yeah, I just had this to me will never leave my collection. I don't care if it grows legs with bacteria and starts to walk around my makeup room. I don't care. I'll turn it into a house pet. It'll be fine. We'll be fine. So yeah, I really want to hit pan in all of these, and then it'll just go in a little drawer of sentimentality, which I don't do a whole lot. I'm not a big sentimental person, but this just is a special place. Wow. Why tangents? Tangents, off I go. So that is it, guys. That is my update for this project. I hope you didn't mind the ramble. Don't think you do, because I have a sneaking suspicion you wouldn't have subscribed to my channel if you didn't like a bit of rambling, because, you know, it's pretty much par for the course here. Weather update. We've lost the frost. It's gone a bit humid again. Warm for this time of year is what I would say. I loved the frosty mornings. We had some gorgeous frosty mornings, but they've kind of gone again. And it's not even wet. It's not even that it started raining, because usually, you know, the temperature rises if it rains, but no, it's just like meh weather. It's no pleasing me, lads. There's no pleasing me. Yes, I hope you enjoyed this video and all the rambling, and hopefully I will chat to you in the next one. Take care. Bye. Slán.